Assalamu Alaikum everyone, myself Hamna and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in today's video we are again going to work on one of my original art pieces, and today's painting is about suffocation. While I was researching about this painting, I saw that many other artists have also painted and sketched or whatsoever about suffocation, but what I saw is that they are showing suffocation as the breathing difficulty. As you could see in this one, that they usually paint like person is, wrapped around plastic or something that they can't breathe. Like I considered it as a breathing difficulty, not as a suffocation, not the suffocation from inside. What my focus was is that I want to show suffocation, what it feels from inside when the heart is suffocating. So I want to paint a suffocating heart rather than breathing difficulty as a suffocation. So yeah, and I also want to incorporate this painting into my series. So I started this series 1 year ago, and the name of this series is Kalb, because Kalb in Arabic doesn't mean just heart. It means something which constantly shift and changes its position because of what's going inside. तो दिल के अंदर वो जो different feelings, different emotions, different experiences चल रहे होते हैं, उसकी वजह से वो constantly अपनी position change करता है, constantly shift करता है. तो because of all of that, the qalb means in Arabic not only heart but something which constantly is in the movement. It's constantly changing its position, it's constantly shifting, and it's constantly changing as well. I already did two paintings into this series. One of them is this one, Mr. Dad Inside Me. And in this painting, I tried to show that when you use ugly words to somebody, what those ugly words do to their heart. And the other one is this one, which is named as Hope of Healing. And in this painting, I tried to show that what healings feel like, and it takes a whole a lot of time, but it is a very beautiful feeling to experience healing something. It's a very slow process. It requires a lot of patience and it requires a lot of hard work, but it's yet a very beautiful experience. So this one is going to be the third one, where I want to show a suffocating heart. What I want to show is not suffocation as the breathing difficulty, but as suffocation when you're feeling suffocation from inside. Like the person is breathing perfectly fine, but they are suffocating from inside. There is something inside them which feels like it's not getting the air, it's not getting the air to breathe, to live, to survive. They're suffocating and they're dying inside. So that's what I want to show. So without any further ado, let's just begin with this video.
And obviously I'm going to start my video by flexing my henna. Yes, I did it myself. Yes, I did it with both of my hand. Yes, I can apply henna with also my left hand. Well, this is the skill I just recently unlocked. I did not know that till recently that I could do that with my left hand as well. Well, back to the painting. So since this painting is in the series, so I don't want to make it entirely separately. I want to go with the same color theme as the first two ones, and I also want to incorporate the frame in this one as well. But since this painting is about suffocation, so I made the frame in this one a lot bigger, like it covers almost the entire canvas, and there is very little space for the heart, so that it also gives the impression of the suffocation. All the color schemes and of the frame and the background other than the frame is going to be the same as the first two ones. I am not doing much more new into this one. So there is this frame. Well, there is a lot of space empty, like other than the design in the frame. Empty spaces, I was bit confused, like I should do it the same color as the frame or I must do it like another color. I discussed it with my cousin sister and I also discussed it with my mother, and they gave me few answers. Like they were like, go with some other color, like if you do the entire frame of the same color it would look a bit boring or it won't go with the aesthetics. And obviously I have to add red every time, like the abundance of red has to be there. It's like my signature thing to add into each of my painting. So first I did all of these designs, these beautiful designs which I absolutely loved, and I nailed them. I first did those designs and I was constantly thinking about what to do with the empty spaces between these designs. Should I do them the same color as the designs are, or should I do it the other color? So first I was like, let me just do the designs and then I will think about it. So I did the designs, and there is the the border of the frame in the center. I would be having we would be having like the heart and the snake and some bones, and I added a little rim to this frame, a little thing to decorate it a little bit because it was looking very plain, I would say. So I added few designs into it as well, and then I will be adding the shadows to give it a little bit more of a style. Yeah, so I decided the color red to go with the empty spaces, because obviously I could not do red in the central area because the heart is also going to be the red. So it could create a little bit of confusion that I don't know if heart would pop if the background is also going to be the red. So I decided green to do the background and heart red obviously, and the empty spaces in the frame I went with the color red, because it's my signature thing now that I add red color in abundance in my every painting. And there is a meaning to it, like red color is the color of suffering, pain, and yeah, so that's why this thing has to be there. And green is more on like optimistic side. It is quite happy color. It shows hope, like the plants, they are green as well, so the hope of growth and development and stuff. So I always add a piece of hope into my every painting. So sometimes it's color, sometimes it's some element, and in this one it's this green color. And after that I painted the heart and I give it some depth, shadows and highlights, making it pop, really pop, because it has to show inside the snake. If it doesn't pop that well, then it would look so flat, and the snake then won't be able to pop that much as well. So I gave sweet time to work on the heart and make it pop, really pop. I added highlights as well into the heart to give it that shiny look, shiny wet look. And after that we will work on the snake first I have to give it the direction, or I would say the dimension, that in which direction its lower body would be like showing and stuff. After that, I started painting the snake, and I painted the python because while I was researching, I get to know that the python is the non venomous snake and it never uses venom on its prey. It always kills its prey by suffocating it, because pythons are like very big snakes. But I did not made mine that big because I wanted heart to show from beneath, peeping out a little bit, peeking out, yeah, peeking a little bit. So I didn't made mine that big, but yeah, pythons are usually very big sizes, so that they wrap around their prey and they suffocate their prey to death. That's why in my this suffocating painting I incorporated this python, and I painted a python. And I painted the most common print of it, so that it could easily be recognized that, oh, it's a python, so it is suffocating the heart. So it gives that, message, that feeling of suffocation, and the heart is feeling like it's being wrapped by a python, and it can't breathe, it can't move, it's just dying, and it's just suffocating, it's not getting the air. The message I talked about earlier, that I want to show that the person is breathing fine, it's just the heart which is feeling the weight, it's the heart which is feeling that suffocating contraction by the snake. So for me, the feeling of suffocation is like the heart is being suffocated by the python, the heart is being wrapped around by the python. This is what we humans feel when we are suffocating inside. So I did all the details to the snake. Well, the snake is the part which gave me most culbly feelings. Like my heart was pounding inside me, and I was like, oh, why isn't it looking realistic? Why isn't it turning that way? Why isn't it looking realistic? Why isn't it this? Why isn't it that? Why is it looking like this and that and that? I was constantly um struggling while I was painting the snake. First, I painted it. I was like, no, I have destroyed my painting. It's not looking good. But then, when I added the little details, when I added the scales to the snake, it really turned out great. And now I am very happy about it. And yeah, these are the final details. I added the scales and the details to the snake, and this is how it turned out. I'm absolutely in love.
So this is it. This was all about this video. I hope you people loved it. I hope you people enjoyed it. I whatever idea comes to me, I do whole a lot of research on that, and I try to show it in the depict the all the elements into the painting in the best way possible. But I always find that there were some lackings into the painting when I am done with it. But I think that's the thing which keeps you always going on and not letting you settle that, yeah, I have done it and yeah, it's perfect. And no, when you think it's perfect, you stop there. So I think it's a good thing that I don't find my any piece as the perfect and complete piece. I always find that, yeah, there's something wrong. Yeah, it must be like this. Yeah, it must be like that. So I think that's what keep me going on. So yeah, we'll see you into the next video. I hope you people enjoyed it. And I'm also planning on doing something, trying something new like pastels and stuff. So hopefully my next video would be about it, or until I don't get another idea. Like if I get another idea for the painting, it would be that one first, then the pastels and stuff. So we'll see you into the next video. Until then, Allah Hafiz.